Patrick Chapin were watching, he would be rooting against Mackenzie Doyle here because, as Patrick Chapin likes to say, you have to play unfair or go home.
And we see it says 0-0 up there, and this is 1-1 now. This is game 3. So we see a GT on Donovan's side of the board, and one just fetched up by a Stoneforge Mystic. On the other side, probably going to come down to Legend Rule that. And Mackenzie with a couple of creatures that GT is going to take care of Sarah Adventure.
Now, the thing about Donovan's deck, it's a Stoneblade deck, but it has a wizard subcomponent with Vendilion Click, Spell Stutter, Sprite, and I'm just checking to see if he has he does not have any exciting wizardy land, so just the Karakas, you know, Mutavault to help him have an extra fairy for his Spell Stutter Sprite. So there is a small fairy sub-theme, but basically this is a Stoneblade list with a little fairy sub-theme.
Yeah, it's a list that was popular, I think, or more popular about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, using Mutavault and Vendilion Click and Spell Stutter Sprite. All of those together to get that Spell Stutter Sprite a little bigger, allow it to counter more expensive spells. We see Enlightened Tutor here.
If you're the kind of person that likes to have various distinctions between your blades, oh, that's Esper Stoneblade, that's Blue-White Stoneblade, you might consider calling this Fairy Blade, but that would be a pretty narrow little bit of line that you're going there for, and if that's you, that's cool.
And we see Donovan pick up another GT off of Enlightened Tutor. A Phyrexian Revoker comes down, looks like he's pointed at GT. I believe that's what he's naming. So searching one up with his own Stoneforge Mystic, prompting the Enlightened Tutor from Donovan, searching a second one up, and then dropping that Revoker and turning both of them off. Basically invalidating the card that Donovan has in play and in hand. And we see Aether Vial tick up.
Rishadan Port, Aether Vial. In comes the Revoker. Stoneforge Mystic, sitting in play, able to use its ability at will. I cannot see what he just dropped. It's slightly off camera. It might be a Mangara. Can you tell what it is?
Could be. Let me take a
Flicker
quick look at his
Wisp.
deck
I believe
list.
it's a Flicker Wisp. Yes, it is. It flicked one of his planes.
We see he has 2 Rishadan Ports there as well, so he has a potential to lock down a couple mana on Donovan's side of the board. That Aether Vial gets tapped, puts in another Flicker Wisp, targeting Donovan's GT. And I think it was at the end of Donovan's turn, so it's not going to come back until the... It was at the end of Donovan's turn, so it's not going to come back until the end of Mackenzie's turn. The difference between until end of turn, which is over as soon as the turn passes, and at end of turn, which if you do it when it's already the end of turn, doesn't happen until the next end of turn. And we see a Sword of Fire and Ice searched up there by Mackenzie. And passes the turn. GT comes back. Volcanic Island untaps, and we're going to see it tap down again with that port. Donovan draws. Looked like it might have been I think a Restoration Angel.
One of the neat tricks of this deck is the ability for Donovan to use Restoration Angel to to re-trigger his Vendilion Click, Stoneforge Mystic, and Spell Stutter Sprite.
And we do see Donovan offer the handshake there. So Mackenzie's creatures look to be just a little too much for him.
This brings Mackenzie Doyle to 4-0 now. Donovan Abraham drops to 3-1.